This is Caitlin.
And this is Robert.
And this is Gotta Swing, Session 3, working for the 4th of July parade routine.
Bandstand Boogie and other things, and it's week 6.
So we have gotten through the first 3 quarters. We're working on the back end of the routine. Last thing we taught was that Charleston kick through where we were rocking with our right leads, which felt oh so weird, but it looks good. So we got our right rock, little kick, big kick, right rock, little kick, big kick, last one, little kick, pivot kick, end with the kick through, kick, and back. So we worked on cleaning that up.
Yeah, so we explained again how to get that rotation where you want it to be.
Yep.
Sort of that quadrant idea, but also to confuse people, we cleared up the question on how many of those you do, because it's really like 3.5.
And when you're doing this socially, you don't have to have this level of precision.
Correct.
But with it being a routine, we want people to kind of end up in a specific spot. Yeah. So we cleaned that up, and then we started working on the next section, which is a tandem Charleston to start off with it. It's got some jump Charleston variations and a few other things, so we'll just show you really quick. First part is a 10-count entrance. Looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, rock step.
Don't get confused, Robert
Right.
moved us.
I did move us. The audience is not that way. You are the audience. So it will look like this when you do it. Rock step, kick, pivot. 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Okay, so we've shown it 2 different ways, but I think the counts was off on that last one. Do we want to?
It wasn't as clean the second time.
We want to show it one more time?
Let's prep and do it calmly.
Okay, so we're here in the side-by-side position. This is going to be a 10-count transition. So we've got our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 rock step. You can probably see Caitlin doing some really cool rhythm there at the end. Couldn't see much of what I was doing because basically I'm trying to stay in spots where I'm not interfering with Caitlin's footwork, though I'm still keeping that Charleston footwork with the kick steps and getting oriented, etc.
I mean, the ideal would be we both look like we jump into position.
Right. And that comes from jumping on that 9-10, having that moment before starting into our normal tandem Charleston with the rock step. So to give you a side view of that, again, we've got our 1, 2, we rock back, we do that tuck, kick forward for 5, 6. On 7, 8, I'm looking away from Caitlin, which is what makes this an S-turn entrance. I'm only feeling with this hand between us. She's still rocking back on that 7, 8. She floats her foot.
Or I touch down because I need to push off.
Right. And then we have this 9, 10. You all right?
Yeah.
Where we jump into it. We've both landed on our right foot. That's bent a little bit to catch us for that 9, 10, and then we're into our 1, 2, 3, 4, forward and back, like our normal tandem. So that's the entrance into this position. That jump, again, leads, if you can do it, great. If you can't, just get in the position and be ready to left rock on 1, 2, so that you're not messing up your follow. Because I found that a lot of leads you can get in your head, and trying to get it just right can be tricky. The only way I can think about it is, again, thinking of that 9-10 and jump, having that cadence in my head. Any other thoughts along those lines before we move on to the other stuff?
No, I just don't know if we need to break down the footwork anymore.
I
mean, it's based on a Charleston basic.
Yeah, with a tuck turn.
Mm-hmm. Isn't part of what you want to talk about the arms and the lead and the distance?
Right. So if we're just looking at the geography and we're not worrying about the footwork, again, I've got this tuck turn set up. I send Caitlin through, and when I look away from her, I really move my body away, right? If I don't create any stretch, Caitlin has no reason to come towards me. Most of us are used to entering tandem with this cross hand position and kind of that saucer thing. I'm creating the same feeling in Caitlin's hand as I'm doing this, but I'm doing it with my other arm, right? So as I get this stretch to bring her towards me and I get ready to jump on that 9-10, I'm going to switch from this hand to this hand. So we've got our 7, 8, 9, 10, right? Now we've landed in tandem. My foot's on the right. I'm ready to rock step. Those are the key geography moments to make this happen. So the idea is I'd practice the geography once without the rhythm and then practice it with the rhythm. Because rhythm-wise, it's the same as our traditional 10-count footwork, what we're doing. I tried to join the two together after I had them. Okay. So I think that's the entrance. Now to show you the next bit. We're going to do a Charleston basic, but we're going to switch it at the very end. So we've got our normal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now 7, 8, we're going to change. 7, I turn us this way and I step back on 8 so that we can rock step on 1, 2, hit on 3. It's going to be 1, 2, hit. And then we're going to do some cool footwork where we skip our foot forward and back. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's the shum, para. And then 5, 6, we're going to stick this foot out. And then 7, 8, we're going to switch really quick and get ready to move again on 1, 2. So it's going to be a 7, 8. And then on 1, 2, weave, kick, step, kick, pivot, kick, step. All right. Anything else we need to hit on that?
You could probably break it down better, but I would use Janice's cadence.
Right. So Janice's cadence, if I remember correctly, is rock, step, hip, swoop, bada, straighten the leg, switch, and we're switching back to that foot on the end, and then kick, step, a kick, hold, kick, step. So that is transitioning from a jump Charleston into airplanes. So to do that one more time, again, we have a rock, step, hit, scoop, bada, straighten the leg, switch, and kick, hold, kick, step. So that's the next bit after we've done that basic that got us into that.
So we also have this in isolation. There's a video of Janice showing this footwork close up if you want to just watch that on repeat.
Yep. Next bit is going to be some Charleston bits.
Let's not ignore
Okay.
we've changed our handhold.
Oh, that's right.
Hi.
So
So we started in tandem, and Robert has turned us to the side and let me come back into his arms. So now we've got one arm on the shoulder.
up by the right shoulder and then the other
and then
arm.
one low by the waist.
Yep.
And we're still keeping tension and energy in that. But you want to, it's a different handhold and a different body position than what we had before.
Yeah. So now that we're here, again, we do that jump Charleston rhythm, which is going to then lead us.
You want to just do
Yep.
this
So
over.
rock, step, step, scoop, bada, straighten the leg, hit, and. So we are on our left leg going into these airplane Charlestons. And we've got a kick, step, kick, hold, kick, step. And now we're going to do that same rhythm, but I'm going to stay in place while I switch Caitlin to be in opposition to me. So I'm going to switch the hands really quick as she takes this kick step. This hand is going to go and turn her to her left. So it's going to be a kick, hold, kick, step. So you'll see how I kind of stayed in place while Caitlin turned around.
So I did almost a 360.
Yep. We were up here, and again, we're on our left leg, kick, hold, kick, step.
So
Now-
I'm doing all that while I stay on my left leg, which is actually normal to do most of that on one leg, kick, hold, kick. It means leads, you can't really move the follows much. Follows can make small adjustments, but not much.
And-
so you're mostly trying to keep your follow on the spot.
And this section flows really fast because we've basically done 2 airplanes that weren't quite full airplanes, and then we're going to come out of it almost immediately into hacksaws. So we had that kick step that had us in opposition, and then we're going to do one more kick, hold, kick step. With this one, I need to land Caitlin straight in front of me so that we can then kick, kick, kick. On this kick, This hand right here is going to compress.
So Robert's left, my right. It's our standard turning hand.
Yep.
It's like a tuck turn.
Which then creates this tuck turn for Caitlin to turn around. I switch to the cross hand position so I can rock, so that I can rock Caitlin back, do another tuck. She's going to only turn a half turn this time, and then she's going to lean back into my arms, and I'm going to support her as she goes down for that drop and comes up.
And then we need to get the hand again. That was a lot, so let's do that again closer to the camera with a little more explanation.
Okay, so starting from the airplane?
Yeah.
Okay, so starting from the airplanes, again, we've just done that Charleston rhythm. We are ready to kick step with our right leg. So we are going to kick, step, kick, hold, kick, step, switch,
hold,
kick, step.
You want to get good stretch and tension. And this first one, I am going to get past Robert. On the next one, we're going to align ourselves.
Yep,
so
kick,
step,
kick, hold,
kick,
we line up.
Now I'm in front of Robert.
Yep. And then we're both going to kick
and kick and kick and kick. So we're hitting something in the song. So we're going, and when I say, I go kick and I bring it in, kick and I bring it in. That's because we're going ba-da, 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 ba-da. And then we get that tuck.
That tuck. I send Caitlin around once to the hand hold position. We rock, step, and again, tuck. I catch here. I send her just a half turn, and my arms come under her armpits to support. And then when she goes back, I catch her and help her up. Mm-hmm. At that point, as I'm helping her up, I then get this hand. This hand goes to the middle of Caitlin's back so that on the next kick step, we go out, come back in, rock, step, out, come back in, rock, step, down, up, down. Caitlin reaches for the sky, touches the floor, comes back into a baby doll drop, and down here she gathers her leg, and we do an egg beater exit and point to the sky. So that's us marking out all the moves to the end of the song. Any key moments we wanted to talk about there, or do we want to hit it next week?
I mean, the end is tricky. We should touch on it real quick.
Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about the end.
I mean, we did a full-blown version in the second hour for our bonus air steps. We've broken down parts of this before. I think last couple weeks we've done the baby doll, and I think last week for some folks we did the egg beater exit. It's a tricky section. We should technically talk through it all.
Yeah. So let's talk through what we can. So again, to set all this up, I've got this rock, step, and tuck where Caitlin is pushing in.
Why don't we remind them where did we just exit?
So we were just finishing these kicks, kicks. I do that one tuck, compress, come out, and then here's the ending like tricks and air steps. I'm in a handshake position. So I rock Caitlin back, and then we have this tuck. As I push her away, I'm going to let go and get my arms out here.
I'm going to lock everything down and push down, shoulders, arms locked down.
Full-blown version is a little bit different, but this is the all-access version. So her shoulders are going down. She's ready for this lean back. I catch her. I help her up, and then this hand is here at the right. This hand is in the middle of her back, ready to do a Charleston push out.
Make sure you let your follow do their rock step.
Yeah, get the rock step in there. Don't just like, get away from me. We get this stretch to bring him back in. Now we're going to do another push out and then A-frame jump at the end of that. So we've got our rock, step, kick, step, stretch, kick, step, rock, step, down, up, down.
Hands up.
5,
Touch the ground.
7, 8.
Drop.
1, 2,
tuck.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So those were the counts with it. And you'll see, like, on the baby doll drop, Caitlin went down, she hit the down position, then she gathered that leg in and stayed down so that when I begin helping her around, she's not running into my arms, but she's also not having to do it all herself.
So what Robert's talking about is for this jump section. So we go rock, step, down, up. The other bit to remember is like all A-frame jumps, I'm locking my hands on Robert's wrist, upper forearm to make sure his hands don't slide during that. So again, that's rock, step, down, up, down. Then I can let go. Robert can stay loose. I go up, touch the ground.
3, 4.
When I come up, I'm locking my shoulders and my arms down because I'm getting ready for that baby doll where I keep one leg as my bending standing leg, the other one's window dressing. Remember, I am keeping my back straight, stiff as a board, going straight down. So I'm going to go down. Then Robert's going to give me a tiny boost so I can tuck my left foot.
And then this arm, sorry.
I'm going to keep my arms locked down so Robert has something to push against. I need to stay low. Sometimes we want to come up early, and if we start to come up early, I can't get under.
I'll take her head off, and that's never great.
We just get awkward. My hair gets messed up. So I'm going to stay low as long as I can. I want to get under Robert. Then I want to use this momentum to get myself up.
Yep.
And then I'm going to stand on my right because I am a follow. Robert's going to stand on his... Which one are you
left.
doing? Are you sure?
I'm not certain.
I think we're opposite. Are we opposite? This part's the same.
This part is the same. So yeah, I think you're staying on your right. I'm staying on my right.
Yep.
But we're both pointing towards the sky.
Yeah, arms bent, hands up. Yep.
The other thing I'd say is leads, make sure that you're pushing from your wrist. You're not having to grab your follow's arm or anything like that. I push from the wrist because then she gets forced to help her around, but she can slide off anytime she needs to. I think that was it.
Yeah.
So you guys did awesome.
It's great. And next week we'll break down anything that was still confusing and clean it all up.
Yep. Okay.
But hey, we are almost there.
See you soon.